Hey there, YouTube followers. Michael of Painting War Games. It's been a little bit. Thinking maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe a little bit longer, since I created a video. But today I actually have the last three, count them, three knobs done. Um, and as you can see, I got the lights fixed. So probably not going to need to turn on the bright light. Nope. This is the one knob that I really like because he has the combi Scorcha. So, not bad. And here's another one. Here's the other knob with the combi. This is, I guess, the combi Rocka or Rocket. I don't know. Because there's another gun that has two small rockets, and this has a big rocket. And he's got like the sticks, like the bomb things, I guess. So, that. And then the last knob, who just got done recently with the Power Claw, another one. So he's got a Slugga and a Power Claw. Yeah. So yeah. Got those guys done finally. There we go. Got those guys done. So I have the 5 knobs finally done. Looking into getting the Ork Codex Thursday, Friday-ish. I'm hoping I'll actually be able to go out and get it because Friday's 4th of July. So I'm going to try to go get it Thursday after work. I'm going to give it a quick... I'm going to actually do a review over the Ork Codex. Being that I have never read an Ork Codex, I've never seen one. Well, I can't say that. I have seen one. It's just been a long time. I very rarely have ever played. I think I've played 2 or 3 games against orcs. That was a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'm going to read the Ork Codex. I'm just going to read the rules, really, and see what they're about. I know orcs are that close combat army. Like, you got to get them in close combat because they have weapon or ballistic skill 2. I think their initiative's pretty crap, too. It's like 2 or 3 Marines tend to go before them. But the thing is that their weapon skill is really high and that they hit hard. And like historically, that's what they've been about, is the close combat. And since I'm not wanting to get into Tyranids anymore, I think Orcs is the next big thing, or the next big thing I want to get into. I always hear about tournaments, like the grand tournaments and these big tournaments, how everyone plays Space Marines and all that, and you always see that, you always hear about that one guy who brought Horde Orcs, who just dominated. And it's, Orcs just didn't really do any different from 5th edition to 6th edition. They got snap firing, so they got another roll. And even though they have ballistic skill 2, snap fire goes off at ballistic skill 1. Ork players knew that. They knew that they had to have the shots out there. They had to have a lot of the DACA. My idea, because I don't know orcs, and I've texted a buddy asking, hey, if you take an orc war boss on a bike, can you take bikes as troop choices? And he said, historically, yes, that has always been the thing. So I'm hoping that with the Codex come Thursday, that will be it. Because I really don't want to get into buying, any orc player has to have boys. The guy at text said, look, you're probably going to want upwards to in between. He's like, at the low end, you want 150. He's like, at the high end, you probably want 300 to 400 boys. Long term, he's like, if this is going to be your next big army, like your Necrons or your Salamanders, he's like, that's historically what it's going to be. So yeah, that's where I'm going with it. Because I really, guys, I love painting these things. I love the way they look. It does take me a little bit longer than I would have thought, and it is the skin that has really gotten. There's 6 colors in the skin alone, or 6 different 6 different pigments in that skin alone, and I have nailed down the highlight color I'm going to use. Thanks to a YouTuber who commented. I have not gotten back to you. I'm sorry. I just saw it in my email. Said, hey, this guy commented, so I did. or I read it, sky green from Vallejo Model Color. That's going to be my highlight color. It's going on the table. So yeah, I got a lot of colors here, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna get the Codex. The one that I almost don't want to get the Codex until Saturday because there is a kit coming out called the Truck Boys. It's a truck with 5 boys or 10 boys, and if you buy them separately, it's like $10 more. So I'll just get the kit for 65 or $60. So like I really, because orc trucks look cool to me, las cannons and meltas and them high strength guns are going to rip these things to shreds. They're transports, but I, you know, I wanted an insane army, and Chaos Space Marines didn't do that for me. They just felt too much like Space Marines to me. It's just that they obeyed gods, and it's like I want something that's really crazy. I'm going to be throwing 30, 40, 50 dice, sometimes at a time, and that's what I want. Is I want something that I'm throwing a lot of dice at. So yeah, I'm not too hip on the Stampa. I've seen one. My buddy owns one. They're really cool models. I'm just not an Apocalypse guy. The Gorgonauts or the Morgonauts, I'm not really sure on. I'd have to see the rules for those pieces. Death Dreads, I really like those. Oh my gosh, they're really cool looking to me. Just the pictures. And Killicans are really cool. But then again, I want to see the rules for them. Because I am an experienced Warhammer 40k player. I tend to want to know what I'm getting before I buy it. Because say I bought the Death Dread mob and then Death Dreads are crap, well then I'm not going to like myself. I'm not going to feel really happy. Sure, they're a really cool model, but are they going to be, competitive short term? The Games Workshop down here in the Valley still has a couple of the old Battle Forces, so I might pick up one of those. I'm not sure. But yeah, orcs are fun. I'm really proud of my first attempt on orc skin. Thank you, Games Workshop, for having that little, here's 6 paints you need, and I sort of just picked out what I had and matched them, and I'm really happy with how that looks. So, alright guys, this is Michael of Painting War Games. I'm signing out, and as always, keep gaming.